This is a little story called The Homing Pigeons.
Stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon.
This particular morning we were well excited because Mum and Dad were to receive a pair of pigeons from a member of Mum's side of the family. Fantail pigeons, to be precise. On their arrival, they were put in an old guinea pig hutch. This was to be their coop for the next 8 days. Afterwards, they would stay with us, hopefully. Apart from checking they had corn and fresh water, we were told to leave them alone. But we still had sneaky little peeks when no one was looking. We lived in a tied farm cottage with wide open spaces. It was a perfect environment for a pair of birds to make their home. The days were passing slowly, one by one, and we were beginning to question the moral issues of being imprisoned in a guinea pig hutch. My brother and sister go by the names of Paul and Jean. Proper little country bumpkins we were too. Eventually, the 8th day arrived. It was a beautiful morning. Mum was having one of her spring cleans, which meant everything had an airing. Doors and windows were open wide. When she was done, we all gathered round with bated breath as she went to open up the temporary pigeon coop. The theory was that they would make their home under the eaves of the cottage. One question remained. Would they stay, or would they go back to where they came from? After what seemed an eternity, they shot up into the sky. They circled once. They circled twice. And after the 3rd time, they disappeared. It wasn't looking good. Through the day, everyone kept their eyes peeled, but there wasn't a sign of them anywhere. It was now getting dark. Dad said, "It looks like they've gone back to their previous home." Full of disappointment, we went to bed. Mum and Dad had one more look around just before they retired for the night, agreeing to phone in the morning to see if the birds had got back safely. At precisely 1 a.m, Mum woke up with a start, waking Dad, saying, "I think we got burglars." They heard the noise again, and Dad grumpily went off to look around, grabbing a torch and cricket bat on the way. In a while, Dad came back saying there's no sign of a break-in, and they settled down to go back to sleep. Just as they were dropping off, the noise started again. This time, they both jumped out of bed immediately. Mum said, "It's coming from in here." And sure enough, it was. The pigeons had settled in all right, under the bed.